5 years ago, I made a decision that would change my life in ways I never imagined. I left behind the constant hum of the city, the blinking lights, the endless rush, and moved into a secluded wooden cabin deep in the forests of upstate New York. I wasn't running from trauma or heartbreak. I just craved silence. I wanted solitude, the kind you read about in old books, a place to reset. At first, it was perfect. Idyllic, even. Mornings were spent fishing by the lake, afternoons reading classic novels on the porch, and nights listening to the forest breathe. No internet, no phone service, no news, just the wind in the trees and the sound of water lapping at the shore. I felt human again. That peace lasted about a month. It began with small, easy-to-dismiss sounds branches, cracking at odd hours, soft thuds outside the cabin, occasional rustling too heavy to be the wind. I told myself it was wildlife, deer, raccoons, maybe even a bear. But I started to notice patterns. The noises weren't random, they circled the cabin, slow, deliberate, almost like pacing. Then came the scratches. At first, they were faint. I'd hear them near the back wall or under the floorboards late at night, just enough to raise goosebumps. Then they moved closer to the windows, the door. One night, I heard them right against the wood behind my bed. I sat up, held my breath, and the scratching stopped. I didn't sleep that night. About 2 weeks into this madness, things started shifting in the cabin. I'd leave a book on the table, return from the lake, and find it placed upright on the shelf. A mug I left in the sink would be clean and dry beside it. At first, I thought I was just tired or forgetful. But then I noticed the drawer in the kitchen, the one I kept locked. One morning, it was wide open. Inside, the knife I always kept there was gone. My fear became real the day I saw the smudges. It was early morning, fog still blanketing the trees. When I noticed them greasy, uneven smudges on the outside of the spare bedroom window, they looked like handprints. I cleaned them, thinking it was dirt or maybe condensation. But the next morning, they were back. Same size, same shape. Like someone had pressed their hands and face right up against the glass. So I set up a chair in that room. I was determined to catch whatever or whoever was out there. That night, I sat in total darkness, bat in hand, eyes fixed on the window. At 2:14 a.m., I saw movement. A figure stepped out from the tree line, slow and silent. He wasn't holding anything. He wasn't wearing anything distinctive, just jeans and a dark hoodie. But what shook me was how still he stood. He didn't move, didn't sway. He just stared straight at the cabin, at the window, at me. Then, without a sound, he walked forward, calmly, intentionally. I lost sight of him beneath the window. And then came the sound I'll never forget, the front porch creaking. I didn't breathe. My heart was slamming against my chest. I gripped the bat and waited. Every part of me expected the door to open, but it didn't. Nothing happened. For hours, I sat frozen until the sun came up. When I finally opened the door, I saw them footprints, muddy, distinct. They led up the porch steps, across the front deck, and stopped right at the door. But here's the thing. There were no footprints leading away. That was it for me. I didn't pack. I didn't clean. I just grabbed my keys, got in my car, and drove. I didn't stop until I was 5 towns away, and my phone finally got service. I never went back. To this day, I don't know who that man was. I don't know what he wanted. But sometimes, even now, I wake up in the middle of the night thinking I heard that same creak-like Someone just stepped onto my balcony, and that's what terrifies me most, because maybe I never left him behind.